Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. We are back in Hold My Nugget Studios once again for what is the match of the group stage. Last night, or yesterday afternoon, we were robbed by Norway, not giving us what we wanted between them and France. This time around, Colombia and Portugal are looking to deliver because the two of them said, fuck it, we ain't gonna take no damn prisoners this time around. We came out here to play. Who's gonna come out on top? It is Portugal. It is Colombia in the highest costed game of the tournament thus far. Who is going to take Group K in your, oh my God, they already had a header. That was a damn near shot on goal. In your Group K finale before the round of 32 live game highlight commentary. Let's go. Let's go. What's going on? It is Colombia. It is Portugal. Who is going to come through to get the W? Michael said Sammy won the championship. You're a ride or die fan. Sammy won the championship? What? Really? Damn. I didn't know. Since when? Night of Champions was today? Ain't no way. It's your boy Chris in the build. Damn. Son didn't even say hello. Son just said, yeah, F the home country USA. Man, I hate where I'm from. God damn, bro. Good Lord, the hate watch can't be that strong where you still hating even though they ain't playing. You can hate watch during the doggone USA game, even when they ain't playing, golly. Oh, my God. All right. Portugal and Colombia going one on one. Who can come out on top currently right now? It is Colombia, who I believe is in first place in the group because they take 2 W's. There was no draws whatsoever. Who will take said group? Colombia bringing already all kinds of pressure. Here, happy Saturday, crackhead gambler. What's going on? Ruben in the building. What's going on? All rips and dips in the building. What's happening? Who do I have? I actually think Colombia will take the W here. It all depends on how well Portugal's attack happens to be. There's Mendes, who scored a goal last time around. He gets fouled. There's the whistle. There's the whistle. Junior Mafia in the building. I still do have my Hibiki here that is sitting here waiting to get opened a little bit. Got a little bit of my glass over here. This most likely will be the final drink that I will have until this upcoming Friday. But that's neither here nor there. Your hate motor for our football team is in full effect. Oh, full erect. Oh, first off, pause. That's crazy. You're watching on your TV, but like watching me on the PC. Well, I appreciate that. Much love. All right, I took myself maybe about like a 30-minute nap between Night of Champions and now this here game. Let's see if Colombia or Portugal can get the job done. Oh, almost had an opportunity if there was somebody there for the pass. Just say it so said you're on your cremas. You know, funny enough, I got a whole bottle of cremas downstairs. Still yet to open that. Frosto, what's going on in the building? Said you've been seeing me a lot on TikTok, so you came to see the hype live. I appreciate you. Unfortunately, I can't post any of the FIFA clips over on TikTok. Instagram's the only place where they've been able to live for the most part. I can try to see if I can crop, you know, a little bit, because when I'm doing it live, it's a little bit different. Maybe I'll go back and upload the bulk share of the group stage, but definitely for the knockout stage, for those that I'm able to do live, I'm definitely going to get those uploaded onto said channel. And then furthermore, I'm going to see if I can maybe do some post reactions, even those. And now I'm a little bit apprehensive because I don't like reacting to highlights of things that we've already seen in advance. I'd much rather have a authentic reaction. But given the circumstance, I might just have to dip into a bit of the corniness right now just to get added visibility. Because I've said this before, I'll say it again. I'm not gonna big myself up a bit more than I need to, but bro, this right here, there's too many motherfuckers who messing around and get on, and I'm watching poke pass me by. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it whatsoever. Here's CR7, his first touch on the ball thus far. Rob said, Robert Lane in the building. What's going on? Said, after 18 months of trying to get your mother-in-law to move out of your damn house, she leaves them all. Congratulations! Croatia made it to the knockout round. Indeed, they are advancing. They are advancing. How's the game with Pop? Stay tuned. Video is in the midst of being made. I just have to get, I think, 2 more videos to add in. I'm trying to find my time capsule from 2018. So I just got to put that one in there. So stay tuned. That video, the entirety of going to all the games with my father, I'll have that together in that video. Couple of things that we got to make videos about this week, so looking forward to that. All right. We're now in the 6th minute. Keep in mind, the last, I think, 4 games that we've gone live for, we've seen a goal inside 10 minutes. Here we are at the 6th minute. Oh, beautiful pass right there from Portugal. Oh, he couldn't control it. Just missed it there. He had an opportunity to send that to the inside, and a striker would have most likely had a decent shot on goal. Beautiful fucking pass just outside of the range there for Portugal. I believe that, how's that pronounced? Is it Mito? Keto? Just missed it. Just missed it. Yeah, Haiti scored a banger, and unfortunately, they took that first goal away as a Haitian goal and more put it towards an own goal, which is crazy. How the fuck does Colombia mess around and get away with that? I'm shocked. Oh, great offensive attack right here. Colombia really bringing a little bit of pressure. Beautiful pass across. Just missed the goal. Just missed the goal. Hey, we're seeing some offensive firepower thus far here. We're seeing some offensive firepower already. Couple of shots here, but primarily whole lot of attacking right now from Colombia. They are not wasting any time. Last time you got 300 off Messi. And if a Ronaldo get it, you'll be looking at 500. Well, all right, here we go. Oh, shit. Portugal the other way. They're not even going to give you an opportunity to digest what it is that you were watching. Beautiful pass. Now you got a little bit of numbers. Somebody's got to go get around. There it is, pass to the outside. You can see if he can send this back on over to the inside right here. They're on the outside. Damn, Colombia just set back into their defense. They got to see if they can reset, possession here. See if they can find themselves a gap. Nothing's there. Portugal can't seem to find a gap there. They're still on the right-hand side. Let's see if they can bring it over to the middle and try to reset the position. And they're going to mess around and lose their possession here. Colombia's going to get it back going the other way. Moon Tribal, what's happening? Moon Tribal in the building, what's going on? All right, as we approach the 8th minute here in this game, both teams already in the position to advance to the next round. It's just a question of who wins the group. Oh shit, there's Mendez the other way. Mendez able to go and get his feet on the ball here, trying to make a move. Nobody's there for him. Colombia, great defense. I think most likely that's going to be their first corner. Oh no, they're going the other way. Well, I'll be damned. Here I thought they actually would have had a corner. Instead, they're going back the other way. Shout out to all Rips and Dips that bet on Underdog with the Chiseled promo. I thank you very much. I appreciate that. Haiti as a team gets 10 million just for making it to the group stage. Indeed. It would have been better if they made it to the knockout round, but we got hoed by the officials. But one way or another, they was able to at least make the World Cup and get a little bit of money. So hopefully they can leverage that bread, and the government don't mess around, get too doggone corrupt, and get that money in the hands of the fucking gangs. Haiti need that bread. All right. Here we go, 10 minutes. This is the last day of the group stage, by the way. For those who are unaware, this is the last day of the group stage. The round of 32 knockout round officially begins tomorrow. World Cup's been on fire, indeed. It's been a very good World Cup. It just fucking sucks that we're already 50% through the World Cup. And for the first time in the last 3 FIFA World Cup games we've streamed, we do not see a score in the first 10 minutes. All right, damn, Uzbekistan already scored? Shit. Uzbekistan already scored against Congo. All right, there's Ronaldo there trying to make a move. There's a pass. Ronaldo goes down. He's not going to get the foul. Holding his shoulder on the ground. Ronaldo's going to get back up now. Now here comes Portugal. There's a shot wide to the left. Nothing's there. Ronaldo wanted a foul. He's not going to get it. Oh, wow. Look at these Portugal fans. They all pulled up with a different lettered shirt. Talk about coordination. You'd have to all get that damn ticket within the same row to get the job done. Athos came in and said, hey, Iran was offsides. Just saying, hey, man. I've seen it 50-50 across the internet thus far. Your boy Chris said, want even further validation for your hate on our football team. I remember when we were getting off the plane and one player was getting interviewed by TMC. The reporter showed him Zuzula and asked him, do you know what this is? He said, no. Well, of course you don't. You bums always last in the World Cup competition overseas as long as the squirrels fart. Well, yeah, it was a tough goal. Okay, yeah, Uzbekistan found themselves in the back of the net. They got themselves a score. All right, Colombia right now at the 13th minute. See here. Yeah. Oh, well, Cryptid Prince, what's going on? All right, here we go. Oh, Colombia striking right now. They are threatening right now. On the move at the 13th minute. Here comes Colombia trying to get a seam in Portugal's defense. You got to get one more pass to the outside. There you go. Good pass. Oh, he overshot it on the pass there. Now they're going to have to reset. There's a block right there for Mendes preventing that inside pass. Now it's a triple coverage situation. Oh, now you got numbers. You got numbers. You got to try to find somebody. But one more to the inside. One more. Somebody got to get in position. They're going to try a shot. It's going to go right into the front row. Missed opportunity there for Colombia. They thought they had themselves an opportunity. Instead, they done made contact with a big bully in the front row. If Portugal lose, will they be knocked out? No. Both these teams have clinched their way into the knockout stage. They both clinched their way to the knockout stage already. So it's just a matter of positioning. Whoever wins this year wins their group. Whoever wins this year wins their group. All right, here we go. Portugal going back the other way. Can they get themselves a decent pass? They're not offsides here. All right, Portugal trying to give a little bit of numbers. Here they are. Beautiful pass inside. Oh, if Colombia didn't play that well, Ronaldo would have had an opportunity here. Portugal once again trying to recover here. Mendes got to get to the outside. There you go. Reset. One more. Send it to the outside. Mendes got it on the outside. He's going to most likely try a crosser. That's not there. Goes right back over to the middle. Colombia making sure to drop into the defensive coverage. Nobody's able to find any seam here. Once again, we're back to the right-hand side of the field. It's getting sent back to the middle. Defender coming over to try to defend. There's no seams whatsoever. Colombia dropping the anchor right now. They're on defense. You got to see Portugal try to pass this ball around, get some folks moving, see if you can find a seam. Go right back to the left-hand side. You got to get it right back to the left-hand side. Nothing's there. Nothing's there. Great defense right there from Colombia, filling in every single gap there. Neither team has trailed in the group stage yet between Portugal and Colombia. Well, that's interesting. Neither of the two have trailed yet. So who's going to be the first one? The real tournament starts tomorrow, indeed. It is taken going down tomorrow with the knockout stage. All right. Oh, Portugal. There you go. You got him a little bit out of their position here. Beautiful pass by Ronaldo. Nothing's there. Damn. Just when Portugal thought they had a shot. Instead, here comes Colombia. Way to make it through the defense. Here we go. You got to move now. Colombia doesn't quite have numbers, but he's got to take a shot. You got to shoot right here. Colombia opportunity. Oh, what a save from the goalie. Colombia now has a chance to recover. There it is. Another save by the goalie. Great defense there from Portugal. It's a denial when Colombia had a legitimate shot to potentially take the lead. Cordoba went all the way down the field by himself, had a decent shot on goal, but an even better save there from the goalie, preventing any score from Colombia. Spectacular job there from the Portuguese goalie. That's how you prevent a score. Hell of a job. Hell of a job by Diego Costa, able to go and prevent any score whatsoever. Man said, fuck out of here. You don't get no entrance whatsoever. Colombia is going to get themselves an opportunity here on a corner. There's the shot. Another save by Diego Costa. Said, get that shit the fuck out of here. I don't care how fast you send in that ball. Man's tried to see if he can get himself a golazo. It's not going to happen. Cryptid Prince with 20 on is doing a bit better since the burial on Tuesday. Going to be baking cookies with grandma and taking her to breakfast tomorrow. Also was able to get the watch you gifted grandpa a few years ago for his birthday. Thank you for your prayers. Amen. First and foremost, my condolences yet again. And I'm so overjoyed that you have an opportunity to attempt to, go and bounce back. So that's the most important, man. You continue to keep your head on the straight and narrow, celebrate and commune with those who love you and you love to help yourself through this tumultuous time, brother. We're all here for you. Congo just scored. Shout out to Congo. All right. Here we go. We've already got 8 shots thus far. Oh, shit. Colombia able to go get themselves a steal. Oh, but there's a foul right there on Mendez, I believe. They're going back the other way. You're heading to Georgia next month. Am I heading to DreamCon on vacation? I want to say I'm going on vacation, but I am going to DreamCon for the weekend. I am going to DreamCon. I will be out there. All right. Hey, coach, get your ass off the damn field. All right, here we go. You feel like 2026 has gone by faster than last year? It all depends on what's going on. All right, here we go. Oh, shit, down goes the Colombian, and there will be no foul. There will be no foul, and Portugal's going back the other way. Well, there's a number of different things that happened thus far this year, Nathan, to kind of, make things a bit of a breeze. In the realm of sports, your Seattle Seahawks won the championship, did they not? So first couple of weeks, you're riding that high, so time flies by, and you're already at the tail end of February, then carrying into the road to WrestleMania, because just following from different sort of events, because the day-to-day, it can feel slow, depending on what you got going on. But if you're following big events, time freaking flies. Like the fact that July is in a few days is crazy to me. Oh, Portugal got a chance if they could recover possession here. Colombia, great job getting that ball back. But you got to make sure you can get out of that trap that the Portuguese have you in right here. There's the steal right now for Portugal. Beautiful fucking pass. You got to see if you can work this way back to the middle of the field here. As we've just entered into the 20th minute. Somebody's got to see if they can break through the defense here. You got to cut. Oh, my God. There was an opening that was right there for them to break through the defensive line. Instead, Colombia is going to try to do it themselves. Fresh Prince said, tomorrow you're turning it 38. Oh, pardon me, 37. Let's go, Brazil. Hey, man, happy early birthday. I should be live tomorrow for the first game of the round of 16. Oh, boy, here comes Portugal. Can't have the speed to make it in time to take an attempt on Colombia. All right.
Gotcha, bitch.
Taken 419 is now following.
Yeah, round of 32. Beginning tomorrow. All right, here comes Colombia. Now they've got a chance again. Let's see if they can find a hole in the defense. Actually, they got numbers on the right-hand side. Get in position. Beautiful pass. You got another opportunity to get past Costa. Oh, it looked like it was about to be an own goal situation. Spectacular save recovery right there from the Portuguese, denying Colombia again, and now they've got to get a throw in. Colombia's been this close for 3, not consecutive possessions, but they've been incredibly close on 3 different occasions here. Golly. Hey, get that ball out of there now. Y'all playing games. All right. Yeah, they're going after it right now. Here comes the Portuguese. Let's see if they can respond. There's Ronaldo, got in the middle of the... Oh, damn, he's going down. He's going down, and there's the foul. Wonder if they're going to give him a free kick over here. Think they're going to give him a free kick here. Yeah, they're going to give Ronaldo a free kick here. But then again, remember what they did last time, you know, in the game in the game against Uzbekistan. Ronaldo had the free kick. Instead, he opted not to take it, let Mendes take the shot, and that ultimately led to another Portugal goal. Now, Ronaldo, is this inside of his shooting range here on a free kick just outside of the box here? Can he potentially bend it like Beckham, or in his case, bend it like Ronaldo, and get himself, you know, a Portuguese goal to put them in front and give Colombia their first deficit of the World Cup thus far? Both Portugal and Colombia have not faced, you know, a deficit yet in this World Cup. Shot by Ronaldo right down the middle into the arms of Vargas. That's a save for Colombia. No goal for you. Nathan put 20 on it, said, imagine a World Cup final between Argentina and Portugal. Messi versus Ronaldo. That could likely be Ronaldo's last chance to win a World Cup. Easily one of the greatest soccer players to not win a World Cup, indeed. Because when you take a look at who you would consider the Mount Rushmore, he's the only one who does not have one. And there was a strong possibility him and Messi could have potentially not ended up ending their careers with one. And Messi was able to get it done in 2022. And now the pressure on Ronaldo, knowing that the window is indeed, you know, shutting. In fact, the last World Cup, we all thought that was going to be the last one. Somehow, here at the advanced age of 41 years old, he's able to still go out here and perform. So given this will most definitely be his final World Cup, this is his final opportunity. Yeah, if they win the group, then they would meet in the quarterfinal if they continue to advance. I think if they finish second in the group, they would not see each other until the final if the two of them are able to make it there. Greatest quarterfinal ever. Well, maybe between the name on paper, because you have two Mount Rushmore guys, but from team to team, maybe not so much. Ronaldo still in the Saudi League? Yes. Fresh Prince said, hey, now that over Febby is the king of the ring, do I see him choosing Roman over Sammy as the new champion? Well, I still think he should go after Roman rather than choosing Sammy, because he did call out Roman, previously, or I should say post WrestleMania. Colombia is picking up the pace again inside Portugal's own half. Yeah, they've been really, really, really applying pressure. In fact, they've dominated. I think as it pertains to, really keeping them on their heels thus far. Like Portugal has at least had, I think, a decent amount of possession, but Colombia really has been applying a ton of pressure. Like I think Diego Costa's had to work much harder than Vargas has thus far. Yeah, we got that hydration break at the moment. All right, now we are back from commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We are back from commercial break. Golly, damn, they had to switch up their damn shirts already. Well, what's the weather right now in Miami? What is the weather in Miami? They had to change the right now it's 86 degrees in Miami right now. $86 degrees in Miami. We've had 10 total shots by both Portugal and Colombia. 7 by Colombia, 3 by Portugal. Now there was an injury to Neymar, but he touched the pitch for the very first time in Brazil's last game against Scotland. And knockout stage, he'll have an opportunity to make a impact, most likely coming off the bench. No matter the weather condition, they just keep doing the hydration breaks. So unnecessary. Again, I think it was something that should have happened for Qatar. And if you learned your lesson from Qatar and said, all right, cool, we're going to have hydration breaks, it should only be something that's implemented, in an incredibly hot situation. And I understand the sentiment of saying every game, it has to be there. But if you're not in a place in which the weather is plus 100 consistently, bro, what are we doing? If they did it in 2022, I got no issue with it. But you got situations where, like, bro, when I was in Philadelphia, weather was 75 degrees inside. What are we doing a hydration break for? What are we doing? It don't make no sense. Atlanta, you're playing indoors, bro. There's no need for a fucking hydration break. Oh, Ronaldo playing games, bro. You got to clear that son bitch and get it the hell up out of there, fam. What is you doing? Did I pre-order GTA 6? No, I didn't pre-order it yet. All right, now we are at the 28th minute here in this highly anticipated game, the hottest and most expensive ticket thus far in the World Cup. Portugal and Colombia. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, they probably still have some folks who are most likely selling tickets outside of the stadium, because you could at least catch the second half. Let's see if Colombia is going to try to take a shot here. They could attempt to see if they could apply a little bit of pressure at the moment right now. Oh, damn. They're able to go and read that. Get that shit the fuck up out of there. You're waiting for the gameplay to order your copy of GTA 6? Let me see if they have it on SeatGeek to see what the price is still going for, despite the fact that the game started. Because there's times in which tickets still go on sale, or I should say they still are on sale during the game. Yeah, let me see here. No, they don't got nothing there on SeatGeek. Might have to go to like Vivid Seats or some shit like that. Jesse said, congratulations on the million plaque. I appreciate that. Uruguay went outside. They literally set up their training camp in Cancun because they're already in vacation mode. Indeed. What was it? They canceled their private travel. Willpower said, what time is the match at for me? Oh, it's 8 p.m. right now. And we're on the same time. We're on the same time zone as Miami. So it's 8 p.m. over there as well. Nick said, you love the videos, makes your day. I appreciate that. Much love. Much love. Did I see what happened to dude's Xbox when he pre-ordered it? What happened? Oh, I'll be damned. Turns out after a little bit of a review, it's going to be Colombia. Oh, no, they flipped it. They said it's going to be Portugal afterwards. I should say after all. Deb So Dusty said you wouldn't travel as a celeb. They got your boy Kobe and Oliver. What do you mean? Those are more along the lines of freak accidents. I don't think it was a situation where they couldn't mess around and travel. Here's Ronaldo. Can he get an attempt? There's going to be a save, but he was offsides regardless. He was offsides regardless. Ronaldo had a chance, but he was offside. Hope everybody's staying hydrated and showering, indeed. They said GTA 6 will have immersive environments, NPC decisions more decisive, even with weather effects. Okay, interesting. All right, Portugal got an attempt here at the 32nd minute. You got to get a pass. Oh, my God. Just off of the foot of the Colombian defense. And that's going to deny Portugal another attempt that they have here. If they can recover possession. Oh, damn, that's going to be a foul. It's going the other way. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. Teeny in the building. What's going on? My shoulder. Tough situation. We've got 13 minutes left of the game left to go. Not too much. Or Argentina later this evening. If I'm not mistaken, they said they were benching Lionel Messi. I don't believe he will be playing. So, there's no scenario in which they'd probably send him off the bench unless, of course, Jordan happens to, score a goal on Argentina. Who, if I'm not mistaken, haven't given up a goal yet here in the World Cup. All right. Let's see what Colombia have. Oh, they have an opportunity here. If they can get somebody behind the defense, nobody is offside in this position. Good attempt here for Colombia. One more pass, one more pass, one more pass, one more pass. Ah, he waited too long. He waited too long. Nothing's open. There it is. Here's your opportunity. See if you could take that shot here. Crosser, opportunity, lost possession here for Colombia. Man thought he could go and bait his way into a penalty. It's not going to happen. There will be no penal. You read a report that he'll be playing, but if he's coming off the bench, unless they actually need him, they're not going to send him in. But everybody who was applying pressure, with the exception of Dembele, because he came out of nowhere with that hat trick yesterday. But Haaland, he didn't play. You didn't get anything from Mbappe. You didn't get anything from Kane. So right now, Messi has a 1-goal lead with the Golden Boot. We'll see what transpires. I think they learned from 2022. That's why they implemented it. But then they also, it being America, they found a way to leverage that towards making a bit of money. No. Kane had a goal, but you didn't have a situation where he got a brace or potentially a hat trick to put even more pressure on Messi. There still is that 1 goal, lead that he has at the moment. But no, he scored 1. But remember, he scored 2 early in the first match. And then afterwards, had he scored like a brace, then now you have what, 4 individuals who have 4 goals apiece? Because Dembele's hat trick put him at 4. Mbappe has 4. Haaland has 4. If you had a brace there from Harry Kane, that would have put him at 4, and then Messi's there at 5. So in a race for the Golden Boot, if you got a 2-goal deficit, or I should say a little bit of a lead, you're not feeling too much of the pressure at the moment. But best believe, as we continue to move forward, more opportunities to get penalty kicks and things of that nature. Now it's a heightened, percentage. All right. Free kick coming here for Colombia here. Bellingham scored as well, right? So that gives him, what, 3 goals as well? No, he only had 1. He had 1 against Croatia earlier. And so now he's got 2. Oh, Colombia had a chance. Costa's able to go and deny it. All right. Mizzy, you said answer your question. Is there a way you can submit clips? Oh, you send it in the DM. Something my team sends me. I have no team. It's all me. It's all me. I'm the content creator's content creator who still does it, the old-fashioned way, if you will. Colombia has a chance here. All right, see if you can get a crosser. Good job. Oh, nobody was there. Overshot it. And now Mendes has it going the other way. Here, Portugal has an opportunity if more folks would run down. It seemed like they're just still staying in somewhat of a defensive possession. They don't want to take any chances here, which is a good idea. Group winner plays Ghana in the round of 32 in Kansas City. All right, here we go. Ronaldo, pass to the outside. Can Colombia try to get a stop? There's a pass inside. Nobody's there. Denial. Here we go. Portugal's going to try to take a shot. Nothing's there. Can they recover here? Portugal trying to attack. You got to get 1 pass inside. Nobody's there to help him. Nobody's there to help him. He tried to see if he could get the pass, but nobody was there to help him. Missed opportunity here. Red in the house. What's going on? What was my favorite match in the World Cup until now? England and Croatia was electric. Haiti and Morocco, I was there. That was also fucking awesome as well. Those 2 were some great fucking games. Oh boy, here we go the other way. Oh, Portugal got a chance. What a denial right there from Vargas. Ronaldo went for the bicycle kick. Didn't work out. Oh, my God. What a save there from Vargas. What a spectacular save there from Vargas. Able to deny Portugal, who had a real opportunity there on goal. Good God. What a chance. And then there's good pass inside. All right, you got to get that ball out of there. Mendes. There's a pass to the outside. Somebody's got to take a shot. Oh! Just missed it. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Neves is losing his mind right there. What happened to Neves? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, it's a deflection. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where was this? Oh, yeah. That should be Portugal ball. It's a deflection indeed. Yeah, Cape Verde and Spain was also a very good game as well. Probably the most entertaining tie that we've had, or draw that we had. That was a very good game as well. That was a very good game as well. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute, Portuguese women. Hold on. Oh my.
Gotcha, bitch.
Iron Ligo is now
The
following.
World Cup. Cape Verde, Uruguay.
Gotcha, bitch.
Telly Carter is now following.
Oh, this man just threw him. That's going to be a yellow card. You got to give him a card there. Hey, you got to get that yellow card. You can't just throw somebody on the ground and shit. Come on now, ref. Hey, man, that's a yellow card. You better go take out that doggone card. Can't just throw folks on the ground and shit. What part of the game is this? They already blew the whistle. Man's just pushed them after the fact. You can't do that shit. That's a yellow card. All right. Here's an opportunity here. Denial there from Colombia as we enter into the 41st minute. A challenge there. Hey, they're really physical right here between Portugal and Colombia. They're being very physical right here. Am I watching on Telemundo or Fox? I'm watching on Fox. All right. Here we go. 41st. Oh, good pass inside. Portugal's got a tail. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Portugal had another opportunity there and completely missed it. Oh, my Lord. First, a second opportunity to get right past the Colombian defenses. And just when you had an opportunity just to bang it into the back of the net, just too much on the shot. Just missed it. Ooh, wee. Damn. Ooh, wee. Damn. Golly. Fam, Edgar, I'm providing my commentary. Why would I even watch? If I'm watching on Telemundo, I'm not listening to what they're saying. I'm providing commentary. I'm not watching the game. I'm calling the game. It's you've been following for too long to like what are we doing here? If you're just somebody who's watching the game, then cool. You think I'm listening to what they're saying? They're mute as far as I'm concerned. All right. It's the 42nd minute here. Colombia applying all kinds of pressure, but the momentum has flipped in the opposite direction right now for Portugal, providing all kinds of pressure. Uzbekistan, oh damn, they called off the goal from Congo. What happened? Was somebody offsides? What do you mean you don't know that? You watching? What are you talking about? So it's like saying, did I hear what Michael Cole said while watching a damn pay-per-view? How the hell would I hear what he's saying when I'm talking the entire time? All right, we're approaching the 43rd minute right now. Portugal and Colombia. What transpired for Congo? Why did they take it off? Oh, it was a foul before the goal. Damn. It was a foul before the goal. Okay, am I going to buy GTA 6? But you're not going to at least Christmas? I'll probably end up getting it. I just have to, go and download, if you will, the go ahead and download the or pre-order, if you will. All right, let's go. Final 2 minutes. Colombia got a chance here. You got to take a shot on goal. You got to take a shot. Denial right there from Portugal. Here's another opportunity from Colombia. Denied again. 43rd minute. Here we go. Portugal the other way. Can't seem to retain possession. It's going to remain Colombia ball. It's going to remain Colombia ball. I'm going to charge my controller right now for the PS5 just so I could go and I'm gonna charge my controller so I could go and purchase it. Nick Portfolio said don't have enough memberships or contribution. I appreciate that very much, family. Much love. Shout out WW supporters. Like I said, you can't hear my TV, so you don't know if the mic isn't just picking it up. Nah, I wouldn't, unless I turn it all the way up, but I wouldn't take that chance with FIFA. I wouldn't turn the mic all the way up so you could hear it because FIFA don't play no games. So if they were to pick up the audio and then I mess around and catch a strike, remember a couple of years ago, or I shouldn't say a couple of years ago, this is a 2018 World Cup when I was doing the commentary for it, fam. I got 2 copyright strikes. One because it was posted, another one was unlisted video, fam. How the fuck you copyright strike somebody on unlisted video? Like it wouldn't even go out yet. I was just waiting to see if it would go through checks. I got a strike on an unlisted video. So now unprecedented shit. Usually they'd catch you in the drafts. For whatever reason, I put it there unlisted and bam, I caught a strike. I'm not playing no games with FIFA. All right, here we go. Portugal just before the half. No, not going to get that chance here at the 42nd, 44th minute. Portugal as we're approaching the 45th minute to end the first half, I think we're only going to get maybe, it's going to be the minimal amount of time for extra time. Oh shit, Colombia able to make a little bit of a surge right now. Here we go, following, taking the ball away. Can you get a good defensive opportunity here from Portugal? They're able to slow down Colombia. Shot on goal. Diego Costa able to get yet another save here. Colombia cannot penetrate the defense and get themselves a goal to end his here first half. And now it's Portugal going back the other way. They don't quite have numbers, but they can take advantage here. Oh, I'm shocked they don't blow the whistle for a foul. Well, it's a minimal amount of time. This might be the lowest amount of extra time that I've seen thus far in the World Cup. Only 3 minutes added time. Only 3 minutes added time. And it's rightfully so, because you didn't have too much that transpired. It's just 3 minutes added for the hydration break. All right, Colombia, let's see if they can take a chance. Somebody's inside, not quite. It's shot towards the left post, and there's a miss. Nick, I appreciate you, Nick, always. Doesn't matter how much it may be, but I appreciate the contribution nonetheless. IMR 2 said, get it together, Colombia. FIFA is in the business of making all of the money. Indeed, they are. And I don't know the legitimacy of if they're actually suing Neon or not for showing like a second of the game, but I'm very curious. All right, here we go. We've got 2 more minutes left to go before the referees blow their whistle. Let's see what's going to happen. Colombia waiting to see if they can get somebody over here. There's a pass opportunity inside. Denial from Portugal. Said, get that shit the fuck out of here. And back the other way come the Portuguese. You got to wait for a teammate to make their way here. All right, here we go. Let's see if Portugal can take advantage. Mendes and Ronaldo in position. There's a pass over to Mendes. Can he get it inside? Yes, he can. Back over to Mendes. Mendes to the middle. There's Ronaldo. He's going to take a shot. That was a very selfish opportunity. You should have not did that. Hey, Ronaldo should not have done that, bro. Ronaldo should have passed it to the outside. Oh, super fucking foul there on Mendes. They don't call it. That man just fucking hit somebody with a clubbing blow. Very selfish possession right there from Cristiano Ronaldo, fam. You did not need to do that. If he stayed where he was at in the middle, because Portugal had numbers on the right-hand side. I don't know why he tried to intercept that and take a shot. You did not need to do that shit. You did not need to do that shit. We've got 45 seconds before they go and blow that whistle here. Let's see if Colombia can take an opportunity. There's a shot. Oh, denial right there from Diego Costa. Yet again, another save. And now here comes Portugal. It's a one-man army going down the other end of the field. There's a pass inside. Ronaldo, ooh, just off his toe. Didn't quite have the opportunity to take a shot. And now it's Colombia going back the other way. This will be the final possession here of the half. If they can score, that'd be beneficial. If they can't, we're going to hear that whistle. Here comes Colombia. The referee's going to let this possession play out here as we enter into the final seconds. Can Colombia take advantage? Kick it over to the right-hand side. Nothing's there. Somebody's got to come down and help. We've made it to the 48th minute. That referee is itching to blow the whistle. You've got to take a shot here. It's a denial there from Portugal. Final whistle is coming in. That's the end of the first half. Folks is absolutely tired, bro. Look at people hunching over, struggling to breathe and shit. It's hot as fuck. 86 degrees in Miami, but I'm sure it feels like it's 90-something. It probably, yeah, it feels like it's 95 in Miami right now. So I know they hot than a motherfucker. Golly. Very great job thus far. Both goalkeepers able to go and get themselves some saves here in this first half. A very strong attack from both teams thus far. Colombia had more shots on goal than Portugal by 1. You had 3 saves by Diego Costa versus 2 from Vargas. Therefore, Colombia, 7 total fouls. The possession was damn near even as well because Portugal had the possession for the bulk share of before the first hydration break, but Colombia was able to go and equalize that to a degree. They've had more accurate passes than Portugal happen to have. Nonetheless, a number of cards, or should have been, issued because they were a little bit physical, but I like the fact that the referees are letting them play. But there was that one opportunity that Portugal did have. Well, maybe not one opportunity, but that pass in where Ronaldo kind of intercepted it. Very selfish on Ronaldo. You got to move your ass out the way, fam. Your teammate was right there. You did not need to go and get your foot on that ball. That's the same thing that we saw in the first half from, well, I shouldn't say the first half. That's the same thing we saw in the first game when they played against Congo. Fox the Game Plug said I should check out ASC Wrestling. They're live streaming an event right now in Charlotte. Okay. FIFA missed out having Norway play at the Viking Stadium. That'd have been very interesting. That would have been very interesting. But I mean, they would take over Minnesota regardless, so it doesn't matter if the Minnesota fans were to go out there. But they could have played in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Had the folks that was out there. QW Daniel, go and watch the live stream. You can see the thoughts there. Major Hurricane said it's humid down here right now. Oh, is it? Oh my. Oh my. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to open up this here Hibiki, but at the same time, I also have the other one. Is it Yamato? Hold on, wait, give me a second. I believe it's Yamato. Is the name of it. Alan. Oh yes, it is. Yamakaze, sorry. It's actually Yamakaze, which they say is the best of the Japanese whiskeys. So I also have the Yamakaze. So I'll see what this is gonna hit for as well. So I'm gonna try a little bit of the Hibiki, and then afterwards I'm gonna try that Yamakaze. Michael in the building, what's going down? Red said congratulations to Obafemi, indeed. All right, moment of the half. Most likely it's going to be a save opportunity here in this first half. I'm curious what they're going to say regarding Ronaldo stepping in there. Yeah, but this is my favorite of the whiskey, but I'll see if Yamakaze can jump in front here. My motivational post on Twitter was so heartfelt. What motivational post? Which one? Regarding getting my father to the World Cup? Michael said, how am I? I'm all right. I'm enjoying some good football here. Final day of the group stage, and then also a great, night of champions as well. One of those Japanese whiskeys tastes like flavored water, no burn. Is that the one that I have? You might be thinking of the Toki. Toki? It might be the Toki one. That century whiskey. Oh damn, this shit. Was some of this shit leaking out? Some of this shit leaking out? All right. Let's see. I got this here Hibiki. I have not had this in quite some time. I'm about to get late. I don't know about all that now. I got a strong tolerance. I wouldn't mess around and be twisted, albeit I didn't eat as much here today, but that's all right. Whole lot of birthday cake. My parents know I like the ice cream cake, so there's that as well. But time to give this shit here a try, because I don't think I've had any in a little bit. So all right, let's give this a shot. Let's see what this is gonna hit for. Hibiki. Still as smooth as every day. Still as smooth as every day. Carlos said, if Haiti makes the next World Cup, am I going to the game with my father again? That'd be cool. Yes. They continue to qualify for the World Cup. I'm going to as many games as possible. They play within proximity of me being able to go and attend. I'm going to all the games. I'm going to all the games. I remember they played in Miami just before the World Cup. They took a 4-0 victory over, I forget who it was, in a friendly game. But I knew I was going to the World Cup, so it was no big deal. But moving forward, if I have an opportunity to see them in the States, I'm going to do what I can to go and get my pops. But of course, it's primarily if they're within, close proximity. I'm fixing to go and pull up. It could be a little bit more difficult if it's a matter of having to go and travel, if it's inconvenient. for me, because the World Cup definitely set me back financially, but this was something that I was planning for 8 years. I never would have guessed it would have happened within the 12-month span of fucking buying a house. So there was no way to fully prepare for that. But that's neither here nor there for me. I've always said time and time again, there's moments in which spending, money, albeit it can be a little irresponsible, but for the experience that you'll have and the memory that you're able to go and create, it will be worth it in this situation. Now, don't be stupid. Let's just say, oh well, they're starting up a league next month. I'm gonna go to 3 different games. No, now you're wilding. Now you're wilding. But that being said, sometimes you got to go and enjoy yourself to a degree. Next World Cup, next World Cup, Portugal, Spain, and Morocco. No, not the next World Cup, because that's going to be international, and I would 110% make a trip out of it where we're just going out there and then you're bouncing island to island. But well, country to country, not island to island. But if they were to, let's say, Copa America, and well, not Copa America, I'm bugging. Gold Cup, they're doing well in that situation, then bam, give it a shot and see where they're playing at, if it's gonna be here or wherever it's at, and then we'll go to those games. So there's that. Next World Cup has 6 host country. No, it's 3, not 6, 3. It's Morocco, Portugal, and Spain. Morocco, Portugal, Spain, right? Oh yeah, there, yeah, Morocco, Portugal, Spain. Yeah, there it is. You wrote in the in the chat. Cody said, "Who am I rooting for?" I have no dog in the race in this match. I just want to see some good football, which we have seen some good ones thus far. Dev in the building. What's going down? Argentina, Uruguay. You forget the other ones are just hosting the opening games. By the way, I love the integrity of the game of football, soccer, because the time frame of the game is so incredibly honest. Like, if the hydration break never happened, right? You have 45 consecutive minutes of play guaranteed, added time anywhere between 2. Well, if there's no hydration break, then you have anywhere between 2 minutes. Sometimes you'll see a 1, but anywhere between 2 minutes and 10 added time. Halftime, you'll get 20 minutes at the maximum, if you will, and then you're right back for the second half, and the game is done. 2 hours. You're there, you're gone. Guaranteed. You don't have, like with football and basketball, stoppage with the time to where, well, it's a 60-minute game, it's a 48-minute game, and then for whatever reason, there's added time, stoppage time. Baseball, endless innings until you have yourself a victor, if you will. Now, albeit you don't have situations where it's constant, different sort of innings that happen to happen. In the NHL, same thing. Very, very, very punctual. 20 minutes in the first half. 20 minute, 20 minute halftime. 20 minute second half. 20 minute halftime. Third, the final half, you got 20 minutes. Very, very, very punctual. I like punctual sports because when you go there, you really can enjoy it. You don't have to sit around and pretty much feel like, damn, is it going to end at this time? Damn, is it going to end at that time? Unless, of course, you happen to find yourself in a knockout stage, but that's a different conversation. 30 minutes for 2 minutes in basketball. Shit, imagine football. Timeouts at the fourth quarter. Once you pass that 5-minute period, oh, you stepped out of bounds. You stopped the clock. 2-minute drill can mess around and take 10 minutes. Carlos said World Cup hosting 2 different continents next time. Well, technically it's going to be 3 because you got Europe, you've got Africa, and you've got South America. Ah, yeah, that Habiki hit. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Bolivia's national soccer team stadium has players from opposite teams stopping constantly to use oxygen masks because the elevation is crazy. Shit. God forbid you watch a soccer game that goes into overtime. Then it goes to penalties. Now, those situations where it's going a bit longer, then you don't mind it because the excitement of it, you know what you're getting into. Do I watch tennis? I'll tune in here and there. Like when Roger Federer, this is my very first time ever going to be trying this. This is my very first time ever trying the Yamakasi. So I'm about to see what this is going to hit for. But when Nadal and Federer used to have their matches back in the day, bro, I'd sit there and watch that all the time. All the time. Now, don't watch as much tennis as I should be, watching. I wanted to go to a U.S. Open, but then I saw the fucking prices. I'm like, oh, no. That's going to be a little bit too much. Nick said, you have one question for me. Which movie would I watch if I knew today was the last day of my life? Tombstone. 1993, Tombstone, Doc Holliday, Wyatt Earp, Tombstone. That's my favorite movie of all time. I can watch that. Even The Godfather, I could watch The Godfather as well. I really enjoy it. Two of my favorite movies all time. But Tombstone, without question, I could watch Tombstone. Don't even got to think about it. Don't even got to think about it. If I want to cry, I'll watch Pursuit of Happiness, or Friday Night Lights, because I lived Friday Night Lights. I could watch Pursuit of Happiness because that's the scene where Will is running down the stairs. I vividly remember that when I was a kid. I'm like, yo, that's what it's supposed to feel like. When you happen to have like your break, your turn back moment that Steve Harvey always talks about, and then bam, now you have your that success. That's what it should feel like. I could watch that. Transformers, the first one, not the 85 movie was awesome. I didn't watch it as a kid, obviously, because I wasn't born yet. But the 85 movie, I think, was a very good Transformers movie. But the very first Transformers, 2007, bro, I feel that. I am Optimus Prime. And everything about that movie, I fucking loved it. So I could always watch that as well. But it's good stuff. Carlos said, you wish you could vlog this World Cup for your channel, but you're poor as fuck. The best next thing that you could do is just go to watch parties that are near the stadium if they're playing within the confines of your location, and then try to capture that. I'm going to have to probably try to do that during the round of 32 if I can. All right, let's see what this Yamakasi is going to hit for. They say this is the best Japanese whiskey here, so we'll see what this is going to hit for. Hibiki has always been my favorite. Let's see what this one will hit for. All right. See what this is. Also a bit more potent. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Here comes Portugal here. Second half getting ready to start, ladies and gentlemen. Second half getting ready to start. You don't think you saw the full Pursuit of Happiness movie? And to be on every day at your place? Well, Kitchen General said a pretty good games thus far, indeed. You think that's the one that tastes like nothing? All right, 86 degrees out there. Feels like it's 95. Humidity at 73%. Prime Megan Fox's premium milk. Listen, whatever Dr. Umar had to say, I'm pretty sure he'd look the other way if he had to. He'd say,
every once in a while, you need some milk with your cookies. Every once in a while, you want some icing on your cupcakes.
Leandro said it would be better if the World Cup draw was actually random and they didn't allow teams from the same confederation to be drawn in the same group except Euro teams. It's hot as fuck out there. Indeed it is. Kitchen, you're down in, you're in Louisiana right now. What's the weather in Louisiana? Neves is coming out. All right. Okay, here we go. 88, but it feels like 97. Shit, well, there it is. Second half, getting ready to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen. Who will be the first one to strike and take the advantage here in this game? Hope have I ever visited the Grand Canyon? Yes, Michael, I have. The north, I believe it was the north and the east rim. It escapes me, but I went to two different sides of the Grand Canyon when I went out to Arizona in 2021. And that was beautiful to see, and I want to go back out there again. All right, second half underway here. It is Portugal and Colombia. Who will score first? Who will score first? All right. Humidity would make it feel like 9 rings of hell. Yeah, nobody likes that humidity. I live in New York, so I know that feeling is like all the time. Here we go. Portugal trying to see if they can go on the attack right now. Pass to the outside. Let's see if they can take advantage in this situation. All right, good pass, good pass, good pass. Oh, my God, bad situation. You should have went back towards the middle. Nothing's going to be there. You just might as well let that son bitch roll out of bounds. They're going back the other way. Goalie kick coming. Goalie kick coming. Might as well play some Sweet Mickey once I'm done with the live stream. Well, Cheese said I look like one of the pirates from Wind Waker. It's the nose. Do I? I don't see it, but all right. Hey, you like it, I love it. They're going to try to clear it right there. Here comes Colombia. If they can maintain possession in this situation, good aggressive, defense right there from Portugal, trying to duel to get themselves an opportunity to get their hands on that ball. There's another pass to the outside. He has on the outside, pass over. Got to see if you can find somebody who's there. Colombia with the pass inside. Somebody's got to go and cut, try to see if they can find a hole to take advantage of the defense and break through that line. Good pass, good pass, good pass. Even better defense there from Portugal, able to get a stop, and they're going back the other way. Austria has to win, and Uzbekistan has to win or draw for Korea to scrape through. Well, from where we stand right now, Uzbekistan does have that lead at the moment. If I'm not mistaken, for the game later tonight, Algeria and Austria have to both, whoever loses wins, correct? Does that still stand? I saw that on Twitter where they said whoever loses wins, because you'd have a much better opportunity here. Both must draw. Well, there it is. Who are my top 3 biggest ops in One Piece? Blackbeard, Akainu. Blackbeard, Akainu, and I would say, well, I like Doflamingo, but Blackbeard, Akainu, and if I wanted one more, Don Krieg. You know who I really hated? Gecko Maria. I never liked Gecko Maria. So fuck Gecko Maria. 1205 for life. Put 5 on it. Said, what's good, Chisel? How we feeling tonight? If I was Triple H, how am I booking the main card for SummerSlam? Honestly, it all depends on right now for who Oba's gonna choose. If he's gonna choose Sammy, you can make a big time program out of it where he pulls up. Damn, bodies is hitting the floor. You'd have thought Drowning Pool was out here performing. But if Oba were to go and choose Sammy, now you have an opportunity where Oba makes his presence felt. Also, it depends on what way you're gonna promote Sami Zayn. Is he a face or is he a heel? They got to make a decision because he's not somebody who's a tweener. Obviously in Saudi Arabia he's a face, but are they gonna book him as a face or a heel? Now, for one, if Oba were to go and choose Roman, I think Jey Uso should certainly still set his set his target over on Sammy because he said he wants to get all of the gold and he's a bit slighted. So you could have him go and maybe insert himself into the championship picture. As for Oba and Roman, the story writes itself. So we'll see how things play out. All right, here's Ronaldo on the outside. No, nothing is there for him. Absolutely nothing is there for him. One Piece ain't for black people. I disagree, Luffy. Yes for Akanu. V-Box said yes for Akanu. Shit will always be on site. Indeed. Yeah, Materi said you're excited for Vozina versus Messi. Indeed. Looking forward to that. Yeah, I feel the same way, Nick. I think that's going to be the situation. Oh, Luffy, you're trying to gatekeep One Piece from the Negroes. Oh, that's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. I've been watching One Piece, for well over 10 years. Binged the entire thing in 2011, and the unknown Adonis had been watching since 2003. So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, there will be no non-watching One Piece. In fact, this is a book from the unknown Adonis house after he had passed. I went to go pick this up from his house, and it's on display downstairs, or I should say I'm going to put it on display downstairs in my not dining room, but my living room table. So yeah, go fuck yourself with that. It's not happening. How good is anime, by the way? Never watched it. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a good stuff. It's good stuff. Can never go wrong with that.
From me to you, go fuck yourself.
Next, how about Kevin Owens? Any updates on his side? It just depends on if he'll be healthy enough to make a return. If not, I wouldn't sit over here and force for Mans to make a return because you don't want to mess around and break your neck. Again, that's a bad situation. Nonetheless, all right, here we go. We had 22 total attempts on the goal here. Oh no, it's all love, Luffy. I ain't gonna come on, I had no hate towards you. What are we doing? Nonetheless, all right, here we go. Reaching the 52nd minute here in this game. Carlos said, do I participate in any fitness activities outside of High Rocks like adult sports leagues? No, I didn't join any leagues. Funny enough, one of my friends, shout out to my boy Ricardo, his birthday is a day after mine. He paid like $30 some to be part of a basketball league or something. I'm like, bro, what? I've been so focused on like content creation for the last 10 years. I'm so out of the loop. Like it takes nothing to join a ton of these athletic leagues. So really, I do High Rocks. I'm running a half marathon next Sunday. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but I fucked up because I thought when I went to go check out, my connection dropped at one point. Oh, wait a minute. They got a chance here. Colombia has an opportunity if they could oh, they lost the ball. They lost the ball. Oh, did they get it back? Yes. Oh, they got a chance here. Neves could not quite get his foot on there. I'm going to revisit that conversation. Give me a second here as we see what Colombia is going to do. Oh, this man just fell asleep. He got his pants down and shit. And Portugal is going to go and flip possession. But I was supposed to run a half marathon. Oh, shit. Well, here comes Portugal. There's a pass inside. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He thought Mans was right behind him, and he was not. But I was supposed to run a half marathon tomorrow. But what basically happened was the connection dropped. I was paying for my phone. The connection dropped, and basically it was buffering on the payment. I thought it had gone through. I paid it no mind. Right? So a day later, I'm like, why the fuck haven't I gotten a confirmation email? I went to the browser and then it was still refreshing. And then finally, I guess because the connection came back and I had exited out of the browser, once it opened up, it said 502 bad gateway. I'm like, what the fuck going on? And then once I went, refreshed it, tried to go get the ticket, it said reservation had closed. But luckily enough, this is more convenient because instead of having to go to Queens to run the marathon, half marathon tomorrow, I can stay in Brooklyn and run a half marathon next Sunday. So even better. The only downside is I'm probably going to be, I'm going to have some alcohol in my system, going to a pool party on Friday. I don't think I'm going to drink on the 4th, but I'm going to be very interested how my body is going to respond on the 5th. But half marathon, the idea is to be close to 140. Get close to 140. Break 145 is the idea. There's an opportunity. Good block right there from Diego Costa denying Portugal, or I should say denying Colombia, sorry. And here we go the other way. Neves tried to see if he could take an opportunity. It's not there for him. We're approaching the 55th minute right now. What do you got here if you're Colombia? This game still remains knotted at 2 apiece, at 0 apiece. Who's going to be the first one to take the lead? There's a shot, and it's stopped by Diego Costa again. That's now the 5th save of this game for Diego Costa. Kitchen said you'd love to do a high rocks, but 1, you're not in shape for that. 2, this heat feels like hell on earth. 3, it isn't here, so you don't think. Well, you're in Louisiana. So if you're in Louisiana, you're most likely going to have to travel, and then tickets kind of go very fast. Now, here's the thing. You don't necessarily have to be in shape, but you certainly should prepare for it, because if you don't prepare for it, you're going to have a very bad time. Because there's people who are in good shape, but they're unprepared. And furthermore, here's the biggest thing that I can tell you in the realm of high rocks. It is a actual foot race masquerading as a hybrid race. If you don't run, don't do high rocks. Don't do high rocks. Because 80% of the 75%, but damn near the whole race is running. The stations are nothing. On average, maybe you have 8 stations, depending on how fast you finish. Think 3 minutes a station. You get through the ski at 4 to 5 minutes. If you're good, 4 minutes. If you're doing it singles, 4 minutes, 20 seconds and below. Sled push shouldn't take you more than 2 minutes, but you don't want to blow your legs up, so you shouldn't have any past 3 minutes. You're moving incredibly slow. Sled pull anywhere between 3 to 5. Anything past 5, you're a little bit slow, if you will. Well, I can't quite say that, but all right. Let's see if they're going to take a shot. There's a block right there, and Colombia is going to take it the other way. Burpee, that's going to take the most time. The burpee is going to take the most time. It could be anywhere between 4. If you're incredibly proficient in burpees, you finish that son of a bitch in 2 minutes and some change. But Lord knows that's not how the average person happens to be at. And you got to do that fatigued. Best case scenario to prepare, if you want to get ready for high rocks, run a 1K. Run a 1K at like 80%, run it at like threshold or so. Run a 1K. If you have a smartwatch, you'll be able to identify the threshold. Run a 1K, fucking hit 40 burpees. Run another 1K, hit a 40 burpees, because you got to get accustomed to working fatigue. That's your best opportunity to prepare for that race. You've got to be able to operate fatigued. High Rock sounds like the CrossFit Championships. I mean, there's an element of CrossFit that exists over there, but the thing is, it's just a massive amount of running. It's a massive amount of running. So there's CrossFitters that can do high rocks, but there's not a lot of high rocks folks who can do CrossFit, because CrossFit also requires strength as well. So if you don't have strength, it's not going to work in your favor, but you don't necessarily need crazy strength for high rocks. Only place where strength comes into place is the sled push, the sled pull, and then really that's it. Your burpee doesn't require strength. Your row doesn't really require strength like that as well. It's just primarily endurance. Farmer's carry, bro, you're just holding some shit for at maximum 2 minutes. Like, it's not going to take that much. So it doesn't really require strength, maybe grip strength, if you will. There's that lunge, as long as you can operate with, weight on your back, but lunge is not anything crazy. And then of course, the wall ball is just endurance. You just got to be able to, live there. But there's a little bit of strategy. That's why I'm looking forward to when I do it in Denver, because when I was in Houston, I fucked up primarily because I did way too many lunges. And shout out to the community. I had a couple of people who came out to support the race that was in Houston. But it's just a matter of fatigue. If you can work fatigue, you'll be all right. It'd be interesting to see how I do an army fitness test. Well, shit. I mean, if this was 5 years ago, I'd be so excited to go and do it. Today, I don't know what the situation is. I got a bit of tendonitis inside my fucking elbow. Not a fan of that. So if I could get that situated and get my elbows good and bring back doing my daily push-ups, I'd give it a shot. And now I can do kipping pull-ups, but I don't think that would be army style. I think you got to do them all strict. So I'd have to do way more calisthenics to really go out there and prepare, because I'm not even doing the daily squats every day like I used to. The homie. All right, here we go. There's Ronaldo. He just missed it. Oh, but he was offside. Damn, Ronaldo had an opportunity, but just offside. The homie Tony said soccer makes more sense to you with my commentary. Oh, I appreciate that. Much love. Damn, Ronaldo. Damn. We're now in the 60th minute, 30 minutes left to go here in this game. Fresh Prince said it's nice to see Team Negro back in the marble race. Finally a win on Juneteenth, indeed. All right, Cordoba coming off, and so is Lerma as well. Suarez and Rios making their way onto the pitch now. 25 shots on goal so far, or I should say 25 shots thus far in this game. Willpower said if you can get down to 180, you might try this competition, but until then, you're not ready. Where are you at right now? Willpower, where are you at right now? Dynasty said this is the requirements. Let me see, fitness requirements. 3 deadlift. 3 reps of deadlift 60-pound hand. Okay. Hand release push-ups. All right. Sprint drag carry. Plank. 2-mile run. So this is what it's supposed to be. This is just a website here. Is this 3 reps of your max deadlift? Is that what it's supposed to be? I'm just scrolling on the website over here. I thought they would have like a basically what it is that you're doing. Good score on the ATF is 60 points, total of 300 for 5 events. Okay. All right, here we go. Colombia got a chance. Good pass inside. Oh my God, just to the right. This man kicked Costa's water bottle instead of getting it inside of the goal. Another missed opportunity there for Colombia. Oh, they had an opportunity. Golly. Come on. All right, Sierra got was 259. Said willpower. Okay. But you're 230 right now. Yeah, you got to drop some weight. 230, it's doable if you can run. Like, let's just say if you're running like a if you could run like an 8-minute mile, I think you're in a good spot. 8-minute mile, I think you're in a good spot. Now, if you're, is that the new Army APFT? I guess it is. I just opened a website here, but I still don't know what would be required of you and how the scoring situation happens. But all right, here comes Colombia yet again. Going to try to see if they can take themselves an opportunity. There's a pass onto the outside. Oh, good defense right there from Portugal, denying. Colombia again, back the other way they come. All rips and dips, really looking forward to the Penguinator. All right. Nobody's coming over to help out, and there's a foul right there. Yeah, they must be incredibly gassed. They've got 5 more minutes until the 5 more minutes until the hydration break. But them boys is tired. This is outside of Ronaldo's range here. He's going to get out the way. Ronaldo not going to take the shot here. There's a free kick. They're going to go for the pass, looking for the header. That's not there for them. They wanted a corner, but you're not going to get it. You wanted a corner, you're not going to get it. You can't do push-ups because you have a problem with your elbows, unfortunately. That happens. I know that feeling. Kitchen said you haven't been in the gym in a good moment, but your PR is 495 on the squat. You're 270 at 5'9". Okay. Ooh, 5'9", 270. Shit. Now, unless you're a power lifter, you're a little bit big. You got to drop some of that weight. You got to drop some of that weight. You can't run, but your stamina is your problem. But it's primarily because of the weight, most likely. Here we go. Colombia got a chance here. Colombia's got a chance here. Oh, my God. He just shot it wide. Colombia had an opportunity, but just shot it wide. Willpower said, not close to that. You're running about a 20-minute mile and a half just to get your cardio up. Probably can run a 10-minute mile, nowhere near close to an 8-minute mile. Okay, so 10-minute mile, depending on how you pace yourself, because it's going to be, you're going to have to, you're probably not going to get a competing time, if you will, but it's not about that. It's just trying to get better and better. You just have to pace yourself. If you got a smartwatch, just keep an eye on the time there. Oh, Colombia had an opportunity on the header. It's not going to work out. Because I'll tell you right now, smartwatch will be your best friend. Smartwatch will be your best friend, because I didn't really start utilizing the Garmin until after the fucking High Rocks race, really looking at the watch and pacing myself like, all right, cool. This is the area of the time that I want to stay in. So now when the High Rocks, comes up for Denver, I'm going to stay in like a 645 minute mile pace. Just stick around there for all of the runs. And then on the machines, do what I got to do on the machines, but you really got to go and push the runs. So you just got to be smart in that department. I think what ultimately kills people is they do too much too soon. So, for example, when I'm running the half marathon next weekend, the goal is to live stream it. So this week, stay tuned, because I'm going to go to the track and attempt to live stream a trial run. So going to give that a shot just to see what the camera looks like. All right, here we go. Colombia got a chance here. Another opportunity. There's a shot on goal. Costa with another save. That's his 6th one of the game. 6 saves there from Diego Costa. Yet again, making a stop here. Cody Pafavo said, don't know if I've ever spoke about this before, but what was the last 9 to 5 that ever worked? I rented bikes and boats. It's on the channel, actually. That was the last job that I ever worked. I worked in Marine Park renting bikes and boats from 7 to 7. Literally every day. I worked probably too many hours, if you will. Here's a corner opportunity for Colombia. It's going to be a denial there from Portugal. Colombia got another opportunity here. Can they get a shot on goal? No, they can't. A man is down. They got a Colombian down on the ground. There's another opportunity there for Colombia, but it is wide and no good. But I pretty much rented out bikes and boats literally every single day in Marine Park. And that was my last 9 to 5. I battled against a raccoon that had snuck its way into not the kiosk, but where we kept the bikes. So it was like Siri bikes, so 2-seated, double road bikes with 1 steering wheel, but 1 was just kind of there just for display. And that was the last job that I worked in 2016 and 2017. Just before that job, I worked in the airport for 7 consecutive months, and then before then, I worked at Dollar Tree for 2 months. And those were pretty much the only 9 to 5. Jobs that I had worked, if you will, but it was more hours than 9 to 5, but that was the last, odd job that I worked. And then I told myself 2017 would be the last time that I ever, work and not do content full time. And then midway through the summer, things went, in the opposite direction. I no longer had that employment. And then I said, all right, fuck it. Guess what I'm doing? Content full time. And here we are 9 years later. But I have videos on the job from years ago, 10 years ago in 2016, and I think I have a couple when I'm outside of the job in 2017, but that was the last time that I've worked a 9 to 5. In fact, the day that I got caught in the monsoon, if you will, that was actually at work. I should have the work uniform on where Hurricane Adonis was outside. So, matter of fact, let me see if I can find the clip. Where's Hurricane Adonis? Where is Hurricane Adonis? Here we go.
Yo! What the fuck? Yo! I'm just trying to work, son. Can I go? Yo, what is this? Boy, extreme
Brutality_66 is now following.
I was at work when that happened. Dare I say, that job was straight. You wanted a penguinator? There's a penguinator for you. Hydration break is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. That was 2016. All right, hydration break getting ready to come to a close here. That looks like fun. Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't. Funny to look back at, but at the time, it was terrible. Because I was literally like, hey, man, so put all the bikes away in the middle of a monsoon. So literally, I'm just sitting there for like an hour running back and forth. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm already wet. So at this pause, I'm already, at that particular point, might as well start bringing the shit inside. And it's, everything was coming down and shit. Fucking Blastoise was squirting from above and shit was crazy. All right, we've got a total 30 shots in this game. 8 shots on goal as well. Would I prefer a hurricane or tornado? To be honest with you, I haven't been in either of legitimate ones. Never actually seen a tornado. Hurricane, they claimed I was in Hurricane Irene, but it was just a whole lot of rain. It was anything crazy. There was no crazy winds or whatever. So I never actually, endured a legitimate hurricane. And then even when Sandy had hit New York City, I was upstate in college, so I never actually experienced a hurricane. But if I had to choose between that and a tornado, I'm taking a hurricane every single day of the week. Now, there's going to be some individuals who unfortunately lost in, whether it be Hurricane Harvey, Katrina, things of that nature, who certainly can have some horror stories of enduring a hurricane. But it's just with a tornado, I just don't feel like I have any hope in a bit of a tornado. Hurricane, I don't know why, but mentally I think maybe I may be able to try to attempt to make something shake. Congo scored a penalty. All right, Congo on the board here. Wow, Colombia's never played a scoreless draw ever. Colombia's never had a scoreless draw is outrageous. Katrina sucked, no power for 2 to 3 weeks. Jeez. Box said you won't know if you're in a tornado till after the fact. Shit. Ronaldo's on fraud watch. I don't know about all that. I said, you're fit, but your diet is shit. Lunch breaks every day. It's all chips, candy, and soda. Trying to ease that. It's that's hectic. Yeah, you got to switch that up. You got to get proper, foods. It's no problem to go and snack. You just got to do it in moderation. But you just got to be you got to make sure you stay on top of that, because we all have bad days, but when it's consistent over time, bro, it's gonna be a bad situation. Like literally this week, my parents brought me the ice cream cake for my birthday. I've legitimately been eating ice cream. Like I didn't eat. I had breakfast, which was like leftover takeout of a little bit of rice and chicken for breakfast. Outside of that, all I've had is just 2 bags of chips, 2 small bags of fruit snacks, and then ice cream cake all day. That's all I've had. Wow, they actually don't blow the whistle for the foul. Colombia got a chance right now here at the 72nd minute. Oh, they got an opportunity on. Oh, weak sauce on the shot there. Wow. They had a chance. They legitimately had a chance there. Oh, Ronaldo lost it. Colombia got a chance right now. You got to take a shot on goal. You got to take a shot. You got to take a shot. You got to take a shot. Pass inside. Denial right there from Portugal. There's the opportunity off the head of a Portuguese player denying the goal attempt. It's going to be a corner for Colombia. I'm in New York City. I'm from New York City. Leandro said earthquakes are the worst depending on its magnitude and location. It could trigger the volcano, erupt, and tsunami. Yeah, my family being Haitian, 2010 was fucking devastating with the earthquake. In fact, I lost 6 family members. One of them came to my crib the Sunday, or I said Sunday, the year prior. Oh, Colombia got a chance here. Colombia got a chance here. Oh, he went down. That's got to be a penalty. No whistle from the official. Oh my Lord. No whistle from the official. Oh, wow. Wow. Was there a foul here? Oh, he went to kick Mendez. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, you know what? Hey, that wasn't a foul. Good job by the official. Good no call. Good no call. Good no call. Upon a review, no call there. Good job by the official. Good job by the official. There was no penalty there. All right, here comes Portugal. Is going to remain their ball. Colombia has an upset in them. All right. 15 minutes left to go here in this game. And really, extra time at best. If it was 3 minutes in the first half, at best, you're going to get 4. There wasn't enough to actually sit around and get a ton of added time. Is that Liao who just went down? Yes, it is. That's a foul. All right, Colombia got a couple of substitutions coming on right now. Did I see what the Simpsons predicted for the World Cup this year? No, somebody had mentioned it in the chat a couple of games ago, but I have forgotten what the situation happens to have. What the situation happened to be. All right, there's a standing ovation right now as the substitutions are making their way onto the pitch. Shit, I have to go take a piss, but I'm not gonna go right now. I'm gonna try my best to hold it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Dab 313 is now following.
You mentioned it, Mexico versus Portugal. Oh, that's what it was? Okay. Carlos said, do I plan on doing another 75 hard this year? Absolutely not. That should be a corner opportunity for Portugal coming up right now. This match was meant for the attackers. The goalkeepers have thought is their last day on earth, especially Costa. Yeah, they're working extra hard here so far. 4 corner opportunities for Colombia. What the fuck? Jimmy Butler's in the building. This man's got the beads in his hair. Jimmy Butler in the house. All right, let's see what Portugal got here. Corner opportunity for Portugal. All right, here we go. Corner opportunity right now for Portugal here in the 77th minute. Both teams haven't had anything. Oh, it looks like they're still trying to figure out what's going on over here. All right, here we go. Corner opportunity right now for Portugal in the 77th minute. Can they get themselves on the board? There's the pass inside rather than try to see if they can get a header shot on goal. No, it's a failure. Again, just to the outside. Just to the outside. You thought that was Rusev? It's hilarious. Oh my God, I gotta take a piss. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Motherfuckers better not have scored. Motherfuckers better not have scored. I was about to say, I'd have been mad as hell if they messed around and scored. Hey, DJ for 5 said, what's good? Getting ready for a trip to Camo. Any advice to Camo? Cameroon? All right, now at the 79th minute, this game still knotted at 0-0. Oh, here's a chance here for Ronaldo. They're not going to call offsides. Oh, my God. He was trying to see if he could get a pass inside to Leao, and it just was not there. There's a header to the outside. It's going to be another corner opportunity here for Portugal. All right, here comes Fernandez the other way. Oh, you're going to Cabo. Carry some cash. Speak a little bit of Spanish if you can. And get the tacos. That's all I can tell you. It was a good time when I went last year. All right, here we go. 80th minute here, Fernandez. Most assists in oh, damn. Doesn't work out in their favor. Here comes Colombia going the other way. Let's see if you can make yourself a pass as we enter into the pass to the wide side. Here we go. What do you got here if you're Colombia? A denial here by Portugal.
Gotcha, bitch.
Pabloxxman is now following.
Oh, another score for Congo. Congo scored again and jumped in front of Uzbekistan. Congo now has the lead here. How much time is left on the clock? How much time is left on the clock right now for the Congo? They're also in the 79th minute. They're also in the 79th minute. Congo is up 2-1 with yet another score. It's France or Argentina. Yeah, it's 2-1 for the Congo now. Uzbekistan back up against the wall right now. Winner will, I believe, put themselves in a position to go in advance. Free kick opportunity right now for Portugal. Here in the 82nd minute is going to be Mendes. Had a goal in both of the first games. Can he score here in the third or potentially get himself an assist? Mendes in the 82nd minute. There's the pass inside, not there. A denial there from Colombia. And they're going to have to go the other way. Congo winning means South Korea is out. Oof. The real winner of the World Cup is Zlatan as the Fox host. Paul Wall, John Wall against the wall. Congo in 5. Oh, my. Crowd making some noise right now. Here we go. Colombia's never been in a scoreless draw ever in their history at the World Cup. Could this be the first as we enter into the 83rd minute? Colombia and Portugal still knotted at 0-0. There's a pass to the outside. Let's see if they can get somebody to go and take advantage. What do you got here? 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 They're trying to see if they can find a seam here. The heart and soul of the Colombian team, you're not able to go and find anything at the moment. The old man couldn't find a seam. third place ranking. Scotland has fallen out with the 2 losses, so they are pretty much cooked. They are out of here. Iran feels like they got hoed, and rightfully so. To see what happens for these third place teams here in this top 8 of the third place have to find themselves, advancing as we enter into the 83rd minute. Pardon me, 84th minute right now. All right. Colombia with the pass. And they know they'll win the group as long as they hold. Although they would like to score rather than hold. There's a denial there from Colombia, able to go and get their possession right back. Portugal needs a win in order to go and win this group. Colombia just got a hold. Good pass inside, denial there from Portugal. There's a pass to the outside. Portugal trying to see if they can respond the other way. There's not going to be a pass there for them. As we enter into the final 5 minutes, I think they're most likely going to get 4 minutes extra time. Congo would take on England in the round of 32 if they're able to hold on and beat Uzbekistan. MDJ for 5-1 said you definitely want to get some real cowboy boots, so I think they sell them in Cabo. You'll probably be able to find a spot. All right, here we go. What does Portugal have here? Trying to see if they can potentially go and win this group. Colombia just got to chill and they'll win the group. What do you have here? Nothing's there. Pass it back to the outside. There's Leao there on the other end. Good pass, Leao. Oh, boy, there's a Colombian that hit the deck. Leao with the pass inside. Nobody's there. They're able to go. Oh, they just lost possession. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, he's got it. There's the pass. Damn. He needed a little bit more if he wanted to get that over to Ronaldo. Nothing's there. Booted into the crowd, and that's going to be Colombia's ball. And they've got 4 more minutes left to go, not counting the extra time. Not counting the extra time. That puts Iran outside of the 8 third best teams indeed. Who do I want to win the World Cup? I have no real dog in the race. It'd be cool to see Argentina win again, but I did say I wouldn't mind if Portugal got the W, only because Ronaldo's a Mount Rushmore player, and it would kind of, be interesting to see him not ultimately win, a World Cup. But then you also have the U.S., who's actually a host country, and I wouldn't mind to see them, go out there and perform very well and, do well. Spain was projected to possibly go all the way. France can be, a team that can win 2 in 8 years. Pardon me, in 12 years. Actually, no, I'm bugging. 2 in 8 years, sorry. And go to 3 consecutive finals. England, possibly hoping that it's coming home for the first time since, 1960? So a lot of opportunities, if you will. All right, let's see if Colombia can take advantage over here. There's a great shot here. You got a chance here. 87th minute. Leao able to go get the stop, and wow, just now missed it. It's out of there. Try to get the header, and it's denied. And it's going to be a corner right now for Colombia. Trying to put Portugal away in the 87th minute. Pressure upon Portugal. There's the pass to the inside. Oh, Diego Costa's able to deny it. Oh, my God. Another opportunity for Colombia, but just off to the left. Just missed it. Oh, my God. Jeez Louise, what a save there from Costa. And I think Munoz was the one who took the shot and just missed it. Oh, my God. Bro, they are putting a whole lot of pressure on the goalies here. Vargas hasn't had to work as hard here in the second half, but my God, Diego Costa's had to work incredibly hard here. Jeez Louise, the Colombian fans are on fucking edge right now. We're in the 88th minute. Colombia's had 22 shots. That's been the most shots they've ever had thus far in this group stage. I'm curious if there's been any other team that's had more shots than Colombia thus far. All right, let's see if Portugal can make something happen. No, they can't, but they're going to have a throw in here as we're entering into the 89th minute. It looks like we're going to have, are we going to have a substitution? I don't think we are. Oh, actually, yeah, we are. We're going to have a substitution coming in. Good pass. See if you could go and reset. You're going to have to hurry now. 89th minute. They're leaving it all out on the field, indeed. And this is what we were hoping to see against, you know, with France and Norway. But that's not what we got.
Congratulations! Oh, my God.
Congo's in the 87th minute.
Brazy Brandon 216
As well.
just resubscribed for 10 months.
Brazy Brandon,
Yo,
what's going on?
Chiseled, what's the motion chat?
What's happening, family? Yeah, 34 shots, no goals. 34 shots, no goals. Yo, I really could go for a fucking burger right now, but this would not be the smart thing to do at this time. I might just go to the fucking gym and get in the sauna. All right, here we go. We're about to get to the 90th minute right now. Colombia trying to see if they can get themselves a victory and not have their very first scoreless draw ever in World Cup history. Here we go. Colombia with the pass inside. See if they can take an advantage right now as we're entering into the 90th minute. I think at best you're going to get 5 minutes of extra time. And that's actually being a little generous. It should be 4. But they got only 3 minutes extra time, added time, if you will. Yep, they're going to give it 5 minutes. They're going to give it 5 minutes. Let's see what Colombia can do. There's the pass and attempt, and it's going to be too wide. Nothing's there. Portugal going to see if they can get it outside, and it will be a corner, I believe. I think it might end up being a corner here for Colombia. All right, here we go. Colombia is going to try to take that shot. Are you going to get that crosser? Yes, he will. There's the header. He's got it! He's got it! For the first time today, Colombia able to get the score. Ooh, it's denied because he's offsides. Oh, my Lord. They finally thought they were going to get the goal, but he's offsides. What a denial there. The referee saying you are offsides. Perhaps they have to go and review it. But just when Colombia thought they had themselves a score, the referee's flag went up, and it appears as if they were offsides. Oh, my God. In 100 years at the World Cup, Colombia has never had a scoreless draw. And today, it appeared as if this would have been the opportunity. Are they offsides? I don't think. Is he offsides? I don't know, bro. I don't think he's offsides. I don't think he's offsides. I think that's a goal. Bro, I think that's a goal. They better go and review that. I think that's a goal. VAR check's going to come back and confirm a Colombia score. Listen, there's no way they're not going to give them that point. That will be a score for Colombia. They'll most likely mess around and win them the game because this review is going to take a little bit of time. I think 110%, that's a goal, bro. That's got to be a goal. They ain't no way. Upon the further review, we're going to find out what it's going to be, but that's got to be a goal. I do not think he was offside. Oh, they're going to confirm it's offside. No goal for Colombia. They are denied the one kick that went, or I should say the header that went into the back of the net. It will be Portugal ball. Damn. Wow. Congo scored again. Congo scored again. Damn. Okay. All right, let's see what happens here on the other end. Portugal now threatening, and keep in mind, you know, if Portugal wins, they win the group. If they simply draw, Colombia wins the group. But Colombia wants to make sure to go and score because they have never had a scoreless draw ever in their history at the World Cup. Here comes Leao trying to build a little bit of pressure over here. Leao with the shot. Oh, just wide. Just wide. Leao had an opportunity there. Just missed wide. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Right off his foot. Just wide. Oh, my God. They had an opportunity. Good Lord. Hey, Congo scoring now makes things in the group. Congo scoring again pretty much puts this out of reach here for Uzbekistan. And now we've got 90 seconds remaining for Colombia and Portugal. Can somebody make something shake here in the final moments? All right, it's going to be Portugal going back the other way. Let's see if they can make something happen in the final minutes. We've got 1 more minute coming up. Colombia is going to go out and clear it, force Portugal to have to do something going the other way. 2 minutes left to go here in this game. Is going to be a throw-in situation for Portugal. Well, I should say 1 minute left to go here in this game. The game for Colombia is about to come to a close. All right, let's see if Colombia can put to bed that non-goal that was called. Here they come. Colombia trying to see if they can get themselves on the board and earn that right to be the winner of the group. They've got a legitimate chance right here. Here we go. Take a shot on the goal right now. It's a denial, a block right there. We still got 30 seconds left to go. Colombia trying to get their first goal. Beautiful opportunity. Costa with the save again. Costa with the save again. That's got to be save number 8 on the game, and he's really feeling the pain right now. Mans might as well just stay on the ground. They're going to mess around and blow the whistle. There's going to be a scoreless draw. Colombia will win the group. Portugal will take second place. Congo is through in third place. That's a wrap right there. That's a wrap right here. Oh, my God. A toe. A length of a toe offside. That's like Kevin Durant in Game 7 where he had a toe on the line. You've got to be kidding me. A length of a toe offsides denying the damn score for Colombia. Oh, wow. You've got to be kidding me. Jeez Louise. Absolute pain for the Colombian fans, and for the first time in their country's history, they will have a scoreless draw. Diego Costa was on the ground for a little bit because he felt a little bit of pain in the back of his head. Sanchez thought he had himself the header to go and give them a 1-0 lead. Unfortunately, that was not the case. And Colombia, most likely the referee, go ahead and blow the doggone whistle. This match is all but finished. This match is all but finished. Yeah, this is an unfortunate time to have some big-ass feet. Sanchez had them big-ass motherfucking feet. You should have had your mother's feet out there instead of your father's feet. That cost you an opportunity to go and get yourself a goal. And it will be a scoreless draw here because Portugal's just chilling, and there's the final whistle. It is all over. It is all over. It is 0-0 at the finish, but it will be Colombia who goes and wins the group as they head to go take on, I believe it's Ghana. My. A very exciting game. Very exciting game, but it's a victory for Congo. Oh, I said for Congo. It's a victory of the group for Colombia, sorry. Oh, they just flipped the camera over to Congo and Uzbekistan here. 3 minutes left to go. Yeah, they just switched it to the other game. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. I'm assuming that's the Congo in red. If Congo holds, they'll advance to the round of 32. There's a pass inside. Let's see if Congo can take advantage. They're going to try another shot. Oh, it's just too high. Ref needs to run after the game. Oh, boy. Congo is trying to see if they could add another doggone score. Not going to happen. 2 minutes left to go here in Congo and Uzbekistan. Game ends in a tie. A draw between Colombia and Portugal. Korea needed Congo draw or loss. Yeah, unfortunately for them, it's clipped. It's clipped. Uzbekistan better try to fucking see if they could take a shot. Folks better start shooting from distance. All right, Uzbekistan, nothing's there. Congo with a denial. Nathan Bafamo said, once the tournament begins, it'll be time to break out the death note for the teams getting knocked out indeed. Yeah, final minute. Congo in control here. Most likely it is going to hold at 3-1. Heartbroken for Korea. Unfortunate situation. It is clipped for them. They are appearing to go home. Congo's on the verge of going through to the round of 32. Yeah, Congo will be taking on England here. Final moments here for Uzbekistan. Congo just chilling. They don't got to do anything else here. Congolese will be making their way through. All Al Rips and Dip said you just wasted away 100. Indeed, and there is the whistle. Congo's into the round of 32. There it is. Congo through to the round of 32. They will take on England. What an opportunity there for the Congo. Oh, boy. Congo's going through. Shout out to the Congolese, man. All right. 16 teams going into the Death Note today. Indeed. Argentina plays in 30 minutes. Or do they? They just going out there to go chill. Congo advance. Uzbekistan is gone. Uzbekistan is gone. All right. Now, where do they go? Who will be taking on Switzerland here? Colombia and Ghana. Portugal is going to end up taking on Croatia. All right. Congo get their very first win, and it's enough to push them through to the round of 32. Yeah, Korea's going to Cancun. It's all over, fam. I know what they feeling like. Once Portugal gets knocked out the tournament, you'll tell Ronaldo to put the prize in the bag. Indeed, two very exciting games, it appears. Congo scoring and coming back from a 1-0 deficit. Able to go and run away here with the victory and qualify for the round of 32. Big shout out to Congo getting the job done. I guess there was a tie or a draw in Colombia and Portugal, so nobody would end up finding themselves getting on the L train. We don't got to put nobody on the T train. They're both, going to the round of 32, but certainly for Uzbekistan, it's a wrap for you, so you can get aboard the L train. It's over for you. Now, if you don't mind me, very good game, nonetheless. Very good game, nonetheless. I'm going to go make my way over to the gym just to get in the sauna. I ain't going to lift nothing. I ain't going to do nothing. I'm just getting in the motherfucking sauna for maybe an hour or so. So if you would excuse me, I'm going to go and do that. Tomorrow, round of 32 begins at 3. Do I have engagements tomorrow? I don't think I do. So I should be able to be live for Canada tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I will see you guys then, as always, at 8. Take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.